Go.
Good day, everyone. We are Group 1, and the lesson is all about Chinese cuisine. The topics are history, land, people, food in North China, Central China, Western China, and South China. Then the flavors, cooking, and cutting techniques. Lastly, tradition or table manners. Let's start with the Zhou dynasty, which is from 1 1046 to 256 BCE. According to historical records, over 5,000 years ago, China already had grilled fish and other foods. During the Zhou dynasty, dito nag-flourish yung agriculture, leading to the cultivation of various grains katulad ng rice, wheat, and millet. Though they were not the same as what we have today, today cultivated in the modern agriculture industry. It was in the late Zhou dynasty nung nag-start yung mga Chinese people to have yung white rice or peeled rice. And rare yun and highly cost kasi para lang siya sa mga rich class. Cooking techniques like stir-frying, steaming, and braising began to emerge, laying the foundation for the diverse cooking methods in Chinese cuisine. In the Zhou dynasty, there was a famous cuisine called basheng or the eight treasure. So, basheng in Chinese cuisine referred to a traditional dish composed of eight different ingredients. Ba means eight and sheng means treasure or precious times. The dish is often served during special occasion or festive gatherings, symbolizing abundance and prosperity. Next is Chinese cuisine in Qin Dynasty. Early Qin Dynasty, yung sour flavor yung na-welcome ng mga people. And according to the history records na nahanap sa bamboo slips ng tombs, plums were another cooking spice by then. So it was mainly used para ma-remove yung mga fishy odd from meats or fish concluded by the scholars. Cinnamon, green onions, soybean sauce, and vinegar were also used in the kitchen during the Qin dynasty. The construction of the Great Wall of China facilitated trade and culture exchange between regions, leading to the spread of culinary traditions and ingredients. Next is Chinese cuisine in Han Dynasty. When it comes to the Han Dynasty, salty flavor was favored unlike sa Qin Dynasty na more on sour. Han was a period when Chinese cooking made a big step forward. Due to the due to the opening of the Silk Road in Han Dynasty, merchants and economical exchange had brought many imported eating and cooking materials for people at the time, which is also start tung sa Great Wall, such as the pepper, pomegranate, grapes, walnuts, sesame, watermelon, cucumber, spinach, carrots, fennel, celery, lettuce, onion, and garlic. This has laid a firm stone for the Chinese cuisine development in later in Tang and Song dynasties. This period saw a significant advancement in agriculture and cuisine. Isa na dito naging popular yung noodles na made from wheat flour and yung development and various sauces and seasonings. Chinese cuisine in Tang Dynasty. So, the Tang Dynasty is often regarded as a golden age for Chinese cuisine, marked by cultural and flourishing and culinary innovation. So, influences from Central Asia, the Middle, the Middle East, and India enriched Chinese cuisine with new ingredients, spices, and cooking techniques. By the time Tang Dynasty, Chinese cuisine had already developed to a quality people Quality level, people at the time often had many kinds of parties or banquets to enjoy their lives. Chinese in Song Dynasty. Song Dynasty is one of the climaxes of the development of Chinese cuisine. The Song Dynasty saw significant advancement in agriculture na nag-help to increase food production and culinary diversity. Regional cuisines began to develop with distinctive styles emerging from different parts of China, such as South, North, Chuan, South, North, Chuan flavors and vegetarian dishes, which represented that the school of cuisine began to form. The refinement of cooking techniques and the use of ingredients like soy sauce, vinegar, and ginger became widespread. Lastly, no, Chinese cuisine and Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasty. The Yuan dynasty established by the Mongols, they brought new influence to Chinese cuisine. Mongolian-style barbecue, dairy products, and hearty noodles dishes become part of the culinary landscape. Since the Qing dynasty was an emperor ruled under the Manchu people, during this time, Manchu style and flavors have been added into the Chinese cuisine. Dito na-introduce yung mga dishes like hot pot and Manchuhan imperial feast. Kahit na may mga political turmoil, yung culinary art ng Qing is patuloy na nagdevelop. And it was also during the period of the Ming Dynasty, chili pepper plants have been imported into China as a fancy flower. It didn't take long before Chinese people discovered its great value in the cooking process. So, sa may Ming Dynasty rin, na-witness yung widespread ng cultivation ng mga new crops such as yung corn and sweet potatoes. The spicy flavor soon became popular in Hunan and Sichuan province at that time and left a profound effect on their cooking style. May mga schools rin na nag-offer ng course ng Chinese cuisine. From the late Qing dynasty, along with foreigners come to China, Chinese cuisine also introduced some character of Western cuisines. Lastly, Chinese cuisine after the establishment of People's Republic of China. Chinese cuisine is very famous in the world for its color, aroma, flavor, and well design. There are four or eight major Chinese cuisine. The four Chinese cuisine are the Lo cuisine, Chuan cuisine, Huyang cuisine, and Cantonese cuisines. So, yung Lo cuisines or the Shandong cuisine originated from eastern province of Shandong. So, yung kadalasan na ingredients nun is crustacean, poultry, or vegetables. Yung mga key flavors naman is salty, sweet, and aromatic. Some famous dishes included sweet and sour carp, braised sea cucumber, and doshu braised chicken. Then yung Chuan cuisine or the Sichuan cuisine, hailing from the southwestern province of Sichuan. Chuan cuisine is famous for its fiery and numbing flavor. So it is characterized for its chili pepper and complex taste profile. So Chuan cuisine is known for its spicy hot dishes, katu- eh, as well its numbing sensation which is known as mala. So yung mga popular dishes nito yung mapo tofu, kung pao chicken, tsaka yung Sichuan hot pot. Huyang cuisine, which is originated from Jiangsu province, particularly around Hui River region. So it is renowned for its delicate flavor and meticulous preparation technique. So Napo-focus yung natural flavor and texture ng ingredients kapag precise yung pag-cut tsaka cooking time. Then maganda yung pagkaka-present nung food. Last is yung Cantonese cuisine, which is Guangdong cuisine, hailing from southern province of Guangdong. So, Cantonese cuisine is perhaps the most well-known Chinese cuisine internationally. So, mga kilala doon is the dim sum, barbecue dishes, and soups. China of China is officially known as the People's Republic of China, in the world's most populous country and one of its oldest continuous civilization. Situated in East Asia, it spans a vast landmass with diverse geographical features, including mountains, plateaus, desert, and fertile plains. China is bordered by 14 countries and has a coastline along Pacific Ocean. The country is administrated divided into 23 provinces, 5 autonomous regions, 4 direct controlled municipalities, and 2 special administrative regions. China's rich history dates back thousands of years marked by dynastic rule, cultural achievements, and significant contribution to philosophy, science, literature, and the arts. Today is a China global economic powerhouse with rapidly growing economy, a rich cultural heritage, and a diverse population representing numerous ethnic groups and languages. Grassland of Mongolia is known for its vast grassland, often referred to as steppe, which covered a significant portion of the country landscape. This grassland provide ideal conditions for nomadic pastoralism and cattle breeding, with traditional Mongolian herders relying on livestock such as horses, cattle, sheep, and goats for their livelihood. Cattle breeding in China has a long history dating back thousands of years. It has been an integral part of agricultural practices and cultural traditions in various regions of the country. Cattle are primarily raised for their meat, milk, and labor, and the different regions may have specific breeds suited to local climates and purposes. Next is the Gobi Desert, located in southern Mongolia and northern China. Is one of the largest deserts in the world. Despite its arid condition, the Gobi Desert supports unique ecosystem and wildlife adapted to its harsh environment. Nomadic herders in the Gobi region often move their livestock in search of water and grazing land. Taklaman Desert, situated in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region of China, is another significant desert in the region known for its extreme temperature and shifting dunes. Despite its harshness, the desert is home to some oases and has historical significance as part of the Asian Silk Road trading route. Next is the Taklaman Desert covered in snow. So, katulad din ng explanation kanina, pero ito is experience occasional snowfall during to the winter months due to its high altitude and proximity to mountain ranges. The phenomenon can create stark contrast between the desert landscape and the temporary blanket of snow. Lastly is the Tufan Depression, located in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region of China also, and is one of the lowest point on Earth. It is known for its extreme temperature, with summer temperature often exceeding to 40 degrees Celsius or 140 Fahrenheit, 104 Fahrenheit. Despite its harsh condition, the Depression is an important agricultural region thanks to the irrigation system that have been in use for centuries, and allowing for the cultivation of grapes, melons, and other crops in the arid landscape.
The next is in central China is the Yangtze River Delta, an important agricultural area heavily populated. Further south, the geography changes more dramatically with unusually shaped cliffs, gorges, and waterfalls. The growth of civilization in China has centered on three great river systems, all of which flow from west to east. The northern quarter is drained by the Wanghe or Yellow River. The middle half of the country is drained by the Changjiang Yangtze River, and the third longest in the world, and the southern quarter of China is dominated by the Xichang or West River. So the first river is the Yangtze River, or also known as the Changjiang in Chinese, which is yung itong nasa gitna na picture. It is translates to longest river in Asia and the third longest in the world. It flows through China from its source in the Tibetan Plateau to its mouth at the East China Sea near Shanghai. The Yangtze River holds immense cultural, economic, and ecological significance for China and is often referred to as the country's lifeline due to its role in agriculture, transportation, and energy production. It is also a major tourist attraction and has been the subject of numerous poems, songs, and artworks throughout Chinese history. Next is Huanghe River, or also known as the Yellow River, is one of the major rivers in China and is often considered the cradle of Chinese civilization. Its name Yellow River originates from the color of the sediment-laden waters caused by vast amount of yellow silt carried downstream. The Wanghe River holds immense historical, cultural, and economic significance for China. It flows through nine provinces, including Qinghai, Sichuan, Gansu, Ningxia, Inner Mongolia, Shanxi, Henan, and Shandong, before emptying into the Bohai Sea. Next river is Xichang, translates to West River in Chinese, indicating its location in the western part of southern China. The Xichang River basin is known for its scenic landscapes, including karst formations, limestone hills, and picturesque river valleys. It is also home to diverse flora and fauna, as well as various ethnic minority communities with unique cultures and traditions. Last is cities of Guangzhou. It is one of the largest and most populous cities in China, located in the southern part of the country. It is capital of Guangdong province and serves as a major economic, cultural, and transportation hub in the region. The name Guangzhou translates to City of Rams in Chinese, and it has a rich history dating back over 2,000 years. With its blend of modernity and tradition, Guangzhou attracts millions of domestic and international tourists each year. Visitors come to explore its cultural attractions, sample Cantonese cuisine, and experience the city's vibrant nightlife and shopping districts. Next. The next topic is the people of China. China is a united multi-ethnic nation of 56 ethnic groups according to the fourth national census taken in 1990. The Han people made up 92% of the country's total population and the other 55 ethnic groups 8%. China's ethnic groups include Zhuang, Uyghurs, Mongols, Tibetans, and others scattered over vast areas, mainly in the border regions. The peasants of China make up 80% of the population and are the backbone of the economy. They alone make up one third of all the farmers in the world. So the people of China are incredibly diverse with over 1.4 billion individuals belonging to various ethnic groups. While most are Hans Chinese, there are also many minority groups with unique cultures and traditions. From bustling cities to rural villages, Chinese people lead diverse lives shaped by their history, geography, and government policies. From bustling urban centers to rural villages, the Chinese people exhibit a wide range of lifestyles, beliefs, and experiences shaped by factors such as rapid urbanization, government policies, and historical legacies. Next. Oh, pala. Feng Shui and Yin Yang. So, yung Feng Shui or wind and water is about living in harmony with the natural environment and tapping the goodness of nature for good fortune and health. So, dito naman is Feng Shui is common na to sa ating lahat, lalo na nung napanood nyo yung kay Chris Aquino, yung movie niya. At ang Feng Shui raw po is pampaswerte. So, in Chinese philosophy, it is based on the concept of qi or vital energy, QI, qi, flowing through spaces. Practitioners of Feng Shui is naniniwala na yung arrangement and orientation of objects, mga furniture, buildings, and landscape is nakaka-influence ng flow of qi or yung in English vital energy and thus impact various aspects of life. Kasama dun yung fortune, yung relationships, and health. By applying Feng Shui principles, individuals aim to create balance and harmonious environments that support positive energy and enhance their quality of life. The next is Yin Yang, is a concept in Chinese philosophy that consists of two opposing yet complementary forces. These forces are engaged in an endless cycles of movement and change. In China, the concept of yin yang represents the dualistic nature of the universe and the dynamic interplay between opposing forces. Yin represents qualities such as the darkness, femininity, passivity, coldness, and contraction, while yang represents qualities such as light, masculinity, activity, warmth, and expansion. The interaction between yin and yang is believed to generate and sustain the natural world, influencing phenomena such as day and night, hot and cold, and life and death. This never ending cycle of peaks and valleys expresses the Chinese view of life, history, and everything else in the world. Next, food. There are numbers of distinct regional cooking styles that can be divided into four major traditions, which is yung northern plains, including Beijing, the fertile east, watered by the Yangtze River, the south, famous for the Cantonese cooking of the province, and the luxuriant west of Zhejiang and Hunan provinces. Some observers characterize those regional cuisines as salty in north, sweet in south, hot in east, and sour in west. Next. First one is North China. In North China, Severe winters, a short growing season, and arid climate shape the hearty cuisine of China's north. Noodles such as cellophane noodles made from mung bean flour, rice ribbon noodles from rice flour, and bread such as steamed wet buns, pancakes, and dumplings are the base of the meal. So ito ang dalawang food in North China, the Peking duck and jiaozi. The Peking duck is traditional delicacy where thin slices of barbecued duck skin wrapped in thin pancakes are eaten with hoisin sauce, a dish from Beijing that has been prepared since the imperial era. The meat is characterized by its thin, crispy skin with authentic versions of the dish, serving mostly the skin and little meat sliced in front of the diners by the cook. Next is jiaozi. Beijing is known for jiaozi, the traditional Chinese dumpling filled with pork and vegetables, but variations may include sweet fruits and chestnuts during the holidays. Jiaozi are also enjoyed as a comfort food and can be found in various regional variations across China, each with its own unique filling and preparation method. They are often enjoyed as a family activity where people gather to make and share dumplings together. Overall, jiaozi holds significant cultural significance in China and are beloved for their delicious taste and symbolic meaning. Next. Next is Central China. The Central Coast provinces are known as the land of fish and rice and produce the Eastern style of cooking based on fresh seafood and river fish. These are the food example in Central China, the beggar's chicken and the century egg. Beggar's chicken is a chicken dish that is marinated, stuffed and wrapped tight in layers of lotus leaves, parchment paper and dough. Chang then bakes the dish slowly in low heat. Beggar's chicken is notoriously difficult to make and takes up to 6 hours to prepare. The next one is century egg. It is also known as preserved egg or thousand-year egg. It is made by preserving duck, chicken, or quail egg in clay, ash, salt, or lime for several weeks or months. The century egg has intrigued and disgusted generations of diners. It is derided by some for its look, texture, and aroma, the very things others admire. Despite their pungent aroma and unusual appearance, century eggs are prized for their unique flavor, which is described as rich, savory, and slightly salty. They are often served as a side dish or appetizer, either on their own slice and added to kongi or rice porridge, tofu dishes, or stir fries. Next.
So the next food we have here in Central China is Shanghai. It is known for its unusual soup inject dishes, xiaolongbao or xiaolongtangbao, which are meatballs, dumplings, or buns filled with a gelatin and stock mixture and cooked until the inside is soupy. So, Shanghai soup inject dishes, known as tangbao in Mandarin, are renowned for their unique culinary concept. These dishes typically feature meatballs, dumplings, or buns filled with a savory gelatin and stock mixture. When cooked, the gelatin melts, creating a soupy feeling inside the dish. Next slide. So the next is Western China. Western China is known for Sichuan cooking, a basin in the southwestern part of the country. Sichuan is one of the most agriculturally productive areas in China. So, Sichuan is a western Chinese province known for its bold flavors and use of Sichuan peppercorns, chili peppers, and garlic. It is characterized by its numbing and spicy taste. The region's cuisine is also famous for its liberal use of spices and seasonings like broad bean paste and fermented black beans, which contribute to its rich and complex flavor profile. Next slide po. So, also known as pepper flower, Chinese pepper, and fagara. Sichuan pepper is not a pepper at all. Instead, the reddish brown fruit, one of the ingredients in five spice power, is a berry that comes from the prickly ash tree. While not as hot as chili pepper, it has unique flavor famous for its numbing effect on the tongue. Wait lang. So it plays a crucial role in Sichuan cuisine, adding depth and complexity to dishes. Its numbing sensation caused by the compound hydroxy-alpha sanshul enhances the overall sensory experience of Sichuan cuisine, balancing the heat of chili peppers and intensifying the flavors of other ingredients. Despite its name, Sichuan pepper does not belong to the pepper family, but it is rather a member of the citrus family. Next slide. Some notable Sichuan dishes include kung pao chicken, tea smoked duck, chengdu chicken, and mapo tofu, a snow white bean curd with fried minced beef and green garlic shoots flavored with crushed peppercorns. Kung pao chicken, known for its combination of tender chicken, crunchy peanuts, and fiery chili peppers, exemplifies the bold and spicy flavors characteristic of Sichuan cuisine. The smoked duck, a culinary masterpiece, showcases the region's mastery of smoking techniques, infusing the duck with fragrant tea leaves and aromatic spices. Cheng, Chengdu chicken, featuring tender chicken cubes bathed in a spicy hot bean paste sauce, reflects the bold and robust flavors that define Sichuan cooking. Lastly, mapo tofu, a comforting and satisfying dish, combines soft tofu with flavorful minced beef and aromatic garlic shoots, all bathed in a spicy and numbing sauce made with crushed Sichuan peppercorns. Next slide. Hunan cuisine is less well known, and descriptions of Chinese cuisine often lump the two together. Hunan cuisine is often even hotter than Sichuan cooking. China's southernmost province, Guangdong, formerly Canton, is the home of the most famous of the Chinese regional cuisines. Cantonese is best known for its freshness and emphasis on natural flavors. So Hunan cuisine is often overshadowed by its more famous counterpart, Sichuan cuisine. However, it boasts its own distinct characteristics, including a penchant for fiery and bold flavors that can sometimes surpass the spiciness of Sichuan cuisine or dishes. On the other hand, Guangdong cuisine, also known as Cantonese cuisine, is renowned for its emphasis on freshness, delicate flavors, and skillful cooking techniques that preserve the natural taste and texture of ingredients. With an abundance of seafood, vegetables, and meats, Cantonese dishes are celebrated for their simplicity, balance, and exquisite presentation. Next slide. Cantonese cooks often make arti- artistic and colorful presentational accents, such as radish roses or scallion flowers, Seafood flavors are incorporated into meat, cookery, barbecue, roasted duck, chicken, and pork dishes are important here. Fruit is often included in Cantonese cooking, especially lemon, plum, tangerine, and orange, which are evident in the tangy, sweet, and sour sauces. So, seafood plays a prominent role in Cantonese cooking, with dishes featuring a variety of fresh fish, shrimp, crab, and other delicacies from the sea. Barbecue roasted duck, chicken, and pork are staples of Cantonese cuisine, showcasing the region's mastery of barbecue techniques and the art of achieving perfectly crispy skin and succulent meat. Tangy sweet and sour sauces, the combination of these vibrant flavors, along with the meticulous attention to detail in presentation, makes Cantonese cuisine a feast for both eyes and the palate. Next slide po. The tradition of dim sum or touching the heart or little eats originated here. It is or originated in South China. It is usually eaten in the mornings and early afternoons. Popular dim sum items are hagao, shumai, and taigwat. Sugen, yuguel, chasuy pao, and chungfan. It is typically enjoyed in during mornings and early afternoons. So dim sum is more than just a meal. It's a social and cultural experience where friends and family gather to share small bite-sized portion of various dishes. Dim sum represents not only the diversity and creativity of Cantonese cuisine but also the communal spirit of sharing and enjoyment that defines dining in Chinese culture. Next slide po. So other well-known Cantonese dishes include shark's fin soup, roasted suckling pig, barbecued pork or char siu, lo mein, and the omelets known as fuyong. Next slide po. So let's now proceed into the flavors in China. Chinese culinary tradition divides taste into five categories, which include salty, spicy, sour, sweet, and bitter. Chinese culture places great importance on achieving a harmonious balance of these five flavors. In traditional Chinese medicine, it is believed that balancing the five flavors can not only enhance taste but also promote good health, help in the treatment of illness, and aid in the healing process after injuries. In China, extensive land, the taste of food differs across different regions with one or two of the five flavors typically prevailing. These flavor preferences can be influenced by factors such as geography, climate, agriculture, culture, and history. So in traditional Chinese medicine, it is believed that each of the flavors corresponds to different organs in the body and has specific effects on health. Balancing these flavors is thought to promote overall well-being and vitality. We will now provide an overview of the five flavors in Chinese cuisine, their roles, and the areas where they are commonly enjoyed. Next slide po. So the first flavor is spicy. One of the five flavors is spiciness, also known as pungent flavor. It has multiple functions, including stimulating the appetite and aiding the elimination of wind and cold from the body. Additionally, it can help reduce internal dampness, alleviate dryness, and promote blood and key circulation. So, the inclusion of spiciness in Chinese cuisine goes beyond mere taste sensation. It's deeply intertwined in cultural, culinary, and health philosophies. By incorporating spicy ingredients into dishes, Chinese chefs not only aim to create flavorful meals but also to promote balance and harmony within the body according to traditional Chinese medicine principles. By understanding the noun's relationship between flavor and health in Chinese cuisine, individuals can appreciate not only the sensory delights of spicy food, but also their potential contributions to overall well being and vitality. Next.
So, spicy central China, especially Sichuan and Yunnan. Spi- Spicy the spiciness flavor is particularly popular in central and southern China, including provinces like Sichuan, Hunan, Yunnan, and Guangxi. The humid climate in these regions makes it challenging for perspiration to evaporate, leading to the liberal use of chilies in local cuisine. Chilies are believed to help dispel internal dampness and cold, enhancing health and comfort. So, any mention of the word spicy often reminds people of hot peppers, which turn red when ripening. Sa China, the color red is the color of auspiciousness and prosperity na nagsisimbolo ng good luck, happiness, and rich life. Chinese food may not be the first thing that spice spice lovers think about when they are craving something hot. However, there is plenty of spicy Chinese food out there, and spice is extremely popular in China. Though most of the food in the coastal regions tends to be on the milder side, once you start going inland, the spice level goes up considerably. It is no surprise then that the most popular spicy Chinese foods come from the town inland regions, which is the Sichuan and Yunnan. Sichuan and Yunnan cuisines are the most well known for their spicy dishes. Sichuan cuisine is known for its numbing spiciness, which comes from the use of Sichuan pepper. Most of the people from southern China love spicy food, especially those from Sichuan provinces. These places frequently have wet and rainy days, and spicy food helps them to eliminate moisture from the body. So, people in these provinces naturally gravitate toward spicy food. Yunnan cuisine, in contrast, in Yunnan cuisine, has a raw spiciness that is even more intense than Sichuan cuisine. Central China, especially Sichuan and Yunnan cuisine, Yunnan cuisine, on the other hand, is often referred to as ganla or dry spicy. This refers to the fact that its hotness comes almost exclusively from fresh chili peppers and very little else, so the spiciness is pure and dry. Also, Yunnan cuisine can be even hotter than Sichuan cuisine. The many varieties of chili peppers lend not only a sharp spice to Yunnan cuisine, but also lots of color. Kaya yung Yunnan cuisine is known as one of the most colorful cuisines in China. Next slide po. The next flavor is salty. One of the five flavors, saltiness is essential due to its perceived health benefits and preventive properties. It is believed that the salty flavor can aid in dissolving stagnation in the body. However, it is essential to consume salty food in moderation because excessive consumption of salt can be harmful to health. So the example picture is the fermented Chinese mustard green rice. So fermented Chinese mustard greens in rice brine, also known as suan kai in Mandarin, is a traditional Chinese preserved vegetable dish. It involves fermenting mustard flavor Mustard greens, Brassica juncea in a solution of a rice bran and a water along with salt and sometimes other flavorings. During fermentation, the rice bran provides essential nutrients and serve as a medium for microbial fermentation. Also, this process not only preserves the mustard greens but also enhances their flavor, giving them a tangy, slightly sour taste with a hint of sweetness. The fermentation process also breaks down the fibers in the greens, resulting in a tender and flavorful final product. So yung fermented Chinese mustard greens in a rice brine are commonly used sa China cuisine as condiment or side dish or ingredient in various dishes. They add unique flavor and texture to soup, stir fries, and noodle dishes, and are often enjoyed for their tangy and savory profile. Next po. Salty coastal areas in northern China. Salt, production in China primarily involves evaporating seawater in coastal regions. As a result, individuals living in these areas tend to use salt generously when cooking since it is more affordable. People in northern China have a preference for salty food, particularly in brine pickled vegetables. Due to the cold climate in this region, fresh local vegetables are not available during the winter seasons. Hence, during autumn, Northerns preserve vegetable by pickling them with plenty of salt to ensure they have edible vegetables to consume in the winter. So, sa coastal areas in northern China are particularly significant regions for salt production due to their natural resources and geographical features. Sa China's coastal region, including Shandong, Jiangsu, and Zhejiang, are key salt production centers. Seawater is utilized through solar evaporation and boiling, forming salt crystals that can be harvested. The process involves heating seawater until evaporated. While in northern China's regions like Shanxi, Hebei, and Inner Mongolia rely on underground brine deposits for salt productions. Wells are drilled to extract brine, which undergoes various processes like evaporation or boiling to produce salt crystal. In northern regions of China, where winters can be harsh and fresh, produce may become scarce or expensive during the colder months. Kaya, kaya yung preserving vegetables become essential sa kanila kasi one of traditional method of preservation involves pickling vegetable with plenty of salt, particularly during autumn to ensure a stable supply of edible vegetable throughout the winter. Next slide po. The next flavor is sweet. According to traditional Chinese medicine, the sweet flavor can tone the body, alleviate illness, and improve one's mood. Sweet Chinese seasoning mainly include sugar, honey, and various jams, which can not only sweeten but also can enhance flavors and reduce fishiness and greasiness. The example of sweet food is Chinese sesame chicken. Yung Chinese sesame chicken is a popular dish in Chinese cuisine known for its savory, slightly sweet, and nutty flavor profile. It consists of bite-sized pieces of chicken that are typically coated in a flavored sauce made from soy sauce, rice vinegar, sugar, and sesame oil, then sprinkled with toasted sesame seeds for added texture and flavor. Next po. Sweet eastern regions of China such as Fujian, Zhejiang, Jiangsu Anhui, and Guangdong provinces are known for their preference for the sweet flavor. The people in these regions prioritize toning the body by consuming food with a sweeter, lighter, and more tender flavor. One of the most famous sweet Chinese dishes is the sweet and sour fish from Jiangsu. Yung sweet and sour fish from Jiangsu is a delicious and vibrant dish that balances the contrasting flavors of sweet and tangy with the crispy texture of fried fish and colorful vegetables. It is a quintessential example of Jiangsu cuisine and is, is enjoyed by both locals and visitors alike for its satisfying taste and visual appeal. Next po. The next flavor is sour. One of the five flavors is sourness. Sour flavor reduces fishiness and greasiness, aids digestion, dissolve calcium in food, and promote appetite. In traditional Chinese medicine, it can constrict intestine, stop diarrhea, and stimulate salivation, and thirst. The picture is the sweet and sour chicken. It's a popular Chinese dish featuring tender chicken fried in a sweet and sour sauce served with steamed rice or noodles and colorful vegetables. Next po. Southern minorities and Shanxi province. Sour flavor is a popular in southern China, particularly among the minorities in Guangxi, Guizhou, and Yunnan provinces. They prefer pickling in vinegar to avoid waste, wastage, resulting in most food having a sour taste. Miso sour soup fish is a famous sour dish in Shanxi province. People love vinegar and consider it as an essential part of a meal. The vinegar also helps dissolve calcium carbonate in the hard and alkaline water in the region. Shanxi is renowned for its mature vinegar production. Mature vinegar production, also known as Shanxi aged vinegar or simply Shanxi vinegar, is a traditional Chinese vinegar that originates from the Shanxi province in northern China. Also, it renowned for its complex flavor profile and rich history. Shanxi, Shanxi mature vinegar is one of the country's oldest and most prized vinegars. It is often used as a dipping sauce for dumplings, noodles, and other dishes, as well as seasoning in soups, stir fries, and marinades. Next po. The next flavor is bitter. The last of the five flavors is bitterness. The bitter flavor is believed to have health benefits including clearing heat, improving digestion, and increasing salivation. The picture is the Chinese bitter melon. Chinese bitter melon, also known as bitter gourd or bitter squash, is a unique and distinct vegetable widely used in Chinese cuisine. Despite its bitterness, Chinese bitter melon is a popular ingredient in Chinese cooking, prized for its ability to add depth of flavor to various dishes. Chinese bitter melon is a fascinating and versatile vegetable that adds a distinct flavor profile to Chinese cuisine while also offering potential health benefits. Next po. Bitter, the taste of Chinese medicinal food. While bitterness is used in Chinese cuisine, it is it is usually combined with other flavors to enhance the overall taste. In small amounts, bitterness can make dishes more appetizing. Bitterness is commonly associated with Chinese medicinal food, which often contains bitter herb. In addition to its culinary uses, Chinese bitter melon is also highly regarded in traditional Chinese medicine for its purported health benefits. Also, it is believed to possess cooling properties and is often consumed to aid, digestions, regulate blood sugar levels, and promote overall wellness. Next po. So, cooking techniques. Chinese cuisine enjoys high fame throughout the world. Not only does it have a reputation of being delicious, it is also considered an art form in its own right. Chinese cooking involves looking at the combination of the ingredients as well as paying particular attention to the complex process and equipment involved. Different ingredients are cooked using different methods, while the same ingredients can be used in different dishes to provide different flavors and appearances. There are hundreds of cooking methods in China. However, the most common methods are stir fry, deep frying, shallow frying, braising, boiling, and steaming and roasting. So Chinese cooking techniques are diverse in incorporating methods like the stir frying, boiling, braising, and these techniques contribute to the complexity and depth of Chinese cuisine, reflecting centuries of culinary tradition and regional variations. Each method preserves natural flavors, retains moisture, imparts subtle flavors, and creates unique aromas.
Stir frying is a cooking method that involves quickly cooking small, bite-sized pieces of ingredients over high heat in a wok or skillet. This technique is commonly used in Chinese cuisine but is also popular in various other Asian and international culinary traditions. The process typically involves rapidly stirring, tossing, and flipping the ingredients to ensure even cooking and to prevent eating. Next, deep frying is a cooking method that involves submerging food completely in hot oil. This method cooks food quickly and imparts a crispy texture to the exterior while retaining moisture inside. Common foods that are deep fried include fries, chicken wings, fish, donuts, and various appetizers. While deep frying is not the healthiest cooking method due to oil absorption, when done correctly, it produces crispy and delicious results. Next, shallow frying. It's a cooking method where food is partially submerged in a small amount of hot oil or fat in a pan. In contrast to deep frying, where the food is fully immersed in oil, shallow frying allows only a portion of the food to come in direct contact with the oil. This method is often used for cooking items like fish, chicken, or vegetables, while shallow frying can be a convenient and quick cooking method. It's important to regulate the oil temperature. Avoid overcrowding the pan and ensure proper drainage to achieve the best result. Next, braising. Braising is a cooking method that involves searing food at high temperatures and then slowly cooking in a covered pot with a moderate amount of liquid. This technique combines both dry and moist heat cooking methods to achieve tender and flavorful results. particularly for tougher cuts of meat or fibrous vegetables. Braising is commonly used for tougher cuts of meat such as beef brisket, pot roast, and lamb chunks, as well as for vegetables like cabbage or artichokes. It's a versatile method that produces dishes with deep flavors and succulent textures. Next, boiling. Boiling is a straightforward and widely used cooking method that is accessible to both home cooks and professional chefs. It is valued for its simplicity and efficiency in preparing a variety of foods. Next, steaming. Steaming is a culinary method where food is cooked by exposing it to steam in a covered environment. In Chinese cuisine, this method is commonly employed to retain the natural flavors, nutrients, and textures of the ingredients. It's a versatile cooking technique suitable for various foods from delicate dim sum to heart, dim sum to hearty fish dishes. Next, roasting. In Chinese cuisine is a cooking method where food is cooked by dry heat in an oven or over an open flame. It is technique it's a technique that is used for various ingredients including meat, vegetables, and nuts, and it imparts a rich and savory flavor to the food. Next. Cutting techniques. Chinese cuisine employs various cutting techniques that contribute to the visual appeal, texture, and even cooking of the dishes. The art of knife skills is highly valued in Chinese culinary tradition. So here are some common cutting techniques in Chinese cuisine. Next, so number one is slicing. Refers to cutting ingredients into thin, flat pieces, commonly used for meat, fish, and some vegetables. Next is julienne. Similar to shredding, julienning involves cutting vegetables into thin, long strips. This technique is often used for stir frying and garnishing. Next, dicing. Dicing involves cutting ingredients into small, uniform cubes, commonly used for vegetables, meat, and tofu. Next, mincing. Mincing involves finely chopping ingredients into small pieces. Garlic and ginger are commonly minced for seasoning. Next, roll cutting. Roll cutting is for cylindrical vegetables like carrots or zucchini. The ingredient is cut at an angle while continuously rolling, resulting in oval-shaped slices. Crushing. A fast, easy way to smash ginger, garlic, and lemongrass. Place the knife flat on the ingredient with the blade facing away and press down hard on the blade with the palm of your hand. So these cutting techniques not only serve practical purposes in preparing ingredients for cooking, but also contribute to the aesthetics and overall dining experience in Chinese cuisine. Many traditional Chinese chefs take great pride in their knife skills, considering them an essential aspect of their culinary expertise. Next, so traditional table manners. Traditional or table manners in Chinese cuisine. Chinese is deeply rooted in tradition, and traditional table manners play an important role in the dining experience. So, number one yung chopstick etiquette. Sabi nila, don't point with chopsticks kasi it is considered impolite to point with chopsticks or use them to spare food. Next is don't stick chopsticks upright. Okay, sticking chopsticks upright in a bowl of rice resembles a funeral ritual and is considered inauspicious. So, next is yung tea pouring, o yung tea etiquette. Pouring tea for others is a gesture of politeness. It's customary for the younger or junior person to pour tea for the elders or seniors. So next is yung rice. Sabi dyan, don't waste rice. It's considered disrespectful. Finish what you take and don't leave rice in the bowl. So avoid wasting food. Wasting food is considered disrespectful. It's encouraged to take only what you can finish to show appreciation for the effort put into preparing the meal. So ayun, yung noise. Slurping noodles or making noise while eating soup is acceptable and even considered as a sign of enjoyment. So, respecting tradition and observing proper table manners in Chinese cuisine reflects cultural values and demonstrates courtesy and consideration for others during shared meals. Yun lang. Thank you.